for the rest of the season. It's 4 years ago this week that he made that massive signing for Barcelona, sold for 135 million in 2018. And a look at what's happened since. Didn't quite turn out the way perhaps he would have expected that time with Bayern Munich there, winning the Champions League as well, but now back to the Premier League and playing under Steven Gerrard. We now welcome in Gemma Soler from Barcelona to talk more about this. We do know, Gemma, that this is what Barcelona have been looking to do, shift some of those players off that squad in order to register new ones. So what does this mean for the likes of Ferran Torres?
Hola, okay, Craig. Yeah, you know, okay, you've been living in Spain so long. You know, we have a tradition these days is the three kings, Los Reyes Magos. They arrived yesterday and with good news for Xavi because he wanted Ferran Torres and this Coutinho loan. It's not official yet. It's pending on the medical, is subject to medical. So we still have to wait for some hours, but hopefully it's going to be okay. So this helps the registering of Ferran Torres, but okay, it's not enough yet because they are paying about the 80% of his salary of what's left this season. And so this means like 7-8 millions for Barcelona. So that means this is not enough. So they had the Kun Agüero saving, this one now with Coutinho, but they still need to light their wages. They need to do still some pay cuts, and they are pending on what's happening with Dembele's future and what's happening as well with Umtiti. It would be another big present for Xavi for these Reyes Magos, the three kings. Of course, it never Coutinho never had the expected impact. He arrived in Barcelona with a lot of expectation. It's true that he has been always carrying this huge backpack because he's been the most expensive signing in this club's history, but that's not his fault. It's some president that signed him desperate to make the supporters forget about Neymar. But anyway, he hasn't been able to combine anyone to have continuity. He had three coaches, Valverde, Koeman, Xavi, and he never find a place. He had a quite okay first season, but then he never combines anyone. So he's leaving. He still has one more season of contract, but of course Xavi would prefer not him staying in Barcelona.
Koeman had hoped to get him back to a good level, Philippe Coutinho, but obviously injury has held him back in this time. So Craig, for Aston Villa, what's the best case scenario with Coutinho coming in for this year?
As a lot of people say this, I've seen people talk about it as a risk. There is a financial element to it for Aston Villa, of course. There is a financial hit that they will take via his salary and a loan fee. There is no obligation to buy. There is an agreement of a price, I believe, or a rough agreement if they wish to buy him, but there's no obligation to buy him. So it's primarily a loan fee and a salary risk that clearly Aston Villa feel or know that they can take. There is no football downside risk to this in terms of its short term. Villa are not going to be relegated. They're on 22 points, unlikely to be relegated. They're in mid-table. They're 11 points above the relegation. They've got too good a squad, in my opinion, to be relegated. So there's no real footballing risk if this doesn't work. But what it could do, it could give them a platform to bridge the gap between midfield and Ollie Watkins or whoever's playing up front. Clearly, Steven Gerrard, who has gone in there as a new manager, knows Coutinho from Liverpool, is not happy with what he's seen in terms of his squad, Bundia and others, and feels he needs a better quality. Now, the question is, can he squeeze a little bit more out of Philippe Coutinho than the three managers that Gemma mentioned at Barcelona, who have been unable to do so? We have to wait and see if that's the case. Look, it's not easy for any player, particularly a playmaker, walking into Barcelona with that price tag and Lionel Messi still being there as the king and doing everything. That cannot be easy. So it was always going to be difficult. But he's got an opportunity now and a platform, in my opinion, to go and showcase himself in a decent side. It's not a brilliant side, but it's a decent side. And apart from the financial penalties in terms of the salary, there is no footballing risk for me from Gerrard and Villa's point of view if it doesn't work. Send them back in the summer. It hasn't worked. Thank you very much. It's cost us a few quid, but we move on. And so, in that sense, I see it as a decent move.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.